or are you
Okay, I
already?
started streaming.
Oh wait, you did?
Yep, just now on the actual channel.
Oh my god. Okay. I'm sitting here playing Split Date. Well,
Yep, it is live.
yeah. It'd be nice if we had a special guest. Okay?
Live. 1 second, I'm editing the chat and the name of it and stuff.
Yeah, we need to figure out how to make the page like actually show up for everybody. Try to give us more members. Just for the server and all that.
Yeah. And there we go. Name is updated on the stream. Okay. So I guess first we can start up by saying today it's only going to be me and Inu. So that is going to be all that will be doing this with us today.
Yeah, there's Furry sort of like he just blocked both of us. We don't even know what happened.
Yeah, none of us know what happened to him. I am gonna have to take off screen capture, add display capture, and there we go. And now they can see the Discord tab and everything that's going on. Now that I'm no longer in DMs and stuff. Okay, and I also put the link to the server in the channel, or in the description of the stream, so people can join and listen here.
Yeah, we'll add our personal channels, which I think I can record on Xbox. It's a bit more of a process. I mean, I might stream on Twitch. If not, I'll figure out how to get that all set up.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm the cheesehead on Twitch. I'm not that sure. I think
that's fine. We do need to get as much as possible on as much platforms as possible. There we go. I just shout out join to listen to podcasts or check out the stream here.
Alright. I do have Twitter, so if I can figure out how to send that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be like this, sort of trying to get to know what we're doing. We will start talking about actual stuff that's going on, you know.
Yeah, school stuff does get in the way.
Yeah, we're still trying to figure out how to run exactly all that. Yeah.
I tweeted it out as well.
I completely forgot. Yeah, since I have to actually use my phone to stay on the call until I get PC, I'm probably not going to be doing anything on Twitch just yet. And also the fact that nobody follows me on Twitch, that might be a bit of a problem.
Yeah, Twitch is hard to get followers on.
Or not Twitch, Twitter.
Oh, Twitter. Twitter's a wee bit difficult as well.
Like, I see people in their first week that have like 400,000, no, like 4,000 people following them.
Yeah.
So, like, what? I mean, I get it. Your persona is cute, and you have a really good photography.
Yeah.
My God.
So I guess we can first talk about how's life going for you so far?
So, I mean, me personally, I'm doing great. My mom's finally letting me play football, so
Nice.
So because it seems to me that any sport that I can do as much as get a paper cut, and then he won't allow me.
Sorry, I'm just lowering my detect input sensitivity a little bit.
Alright.
And just some other stuff and turning off some other stuff to kind of make it easier for them to hear you. It's not hard for them to hear you, but just for people with bad headphones.
Yeah. Although one of my dogs instead two huskies. One's name is Ohana. Please don't bring up the Ohana means family reference. I swear to God, you have no idea how many times I've heard that. Like I cannot explain to you how many times I've heard Ohana means family. Like, I've heard it from Lilo and Stitch, I've never watched it. I feel like I should have watched it, but I just haven't.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah, but my dog's tooth got ripped out by my other dog because they have some personal beef with each other, you know?
Okay. Sorry, I'm just getting onto the stream to mute it, and then once it's muted, I am going to just keep it on the chat. Hello, can you tell Emu I said hi from Fire King? Fire King says hi. Enu, sorry, blah.
Emu is my brother,
family.
yeah.
Family means nobody gets left behind.
I swear to God. Who said that?
Flame King
did. I swear to God, next time I have some tea, I will bash you upon the head with my teeth.
Fire King.
Fire King?
Yes. His
what are you
flaming
it on?
red.
What are you streaming it on?
I'm reading it on the YouTube channel's live comments. I am gonna say that this is, for those who are watching at home, this is live, and this is gonna be done a lot more, and we will keep up a lot more with how this is going.
Yeah, right now we're trying to figure out how to run it. Still trying to figure out what's best and all that.
How do we already have 15,000 comments?
15,000?
Yes, look at the stream.
That's a joke. No.
No.
No way. No way. No way. You hear my dog? He's mad. He's yelling at everybody.
Oh wait, this is, for some reason YouTube is glitched, and these are comments from, I guess, a Mr. Beast video.
What?
Yeah, you that spider says, that's like 5 flips, ... -3, Chris 2021. When Jamie called me my friend, I feel so special. 349,
Wait,
Chris just...
Why is it from a Mr. Beast episode?
No idea. I guess it's from a parkour video, I guess, because that's a link I clicked on to hit YouTube and then onto this. But that's just weird.
Yeah. Huh. I was like, wait, what? Are we actually that
Flaming said I meant Enu, sorry. So he did apologize.
Alright.
Guess I can't really get a thumbnail, for this. not setting an age restriction, cause.
Oh yeah. By the way, if you have fan art and stuff, if we actually have fans, that is, just send them to us on Twitter. If we yes. Okay. Give me a minute.
It's fine.
I deeply apologize. 1 second.
But, yeah, if y'all do want to join the Discord and listen to this live in the future, there is a, without YouTube delay, there is a link, down here in the description of the YouTube channel here. So you can go ahead and watch it there. This is gonna get pretty trippy because there's a bunch of these overlapping at once. As you see, it's starting to go in a chain. 1, 2, 3 tabs now. 4. 5. 6. Before that gets too trippy, I am gonna head off, tab off here back onto the podcast, and I will check back as every now and then to check comments. There should be a way. There we go. And then I can go here, use this to pin this up here. This feels like an illy. What do you mean by that? Like an illusion? Or illustration? Illy can mean a lot of things. Illusion? Oh, okay. But no, I just did one task over and over again and stayed on the screen the whole time. So therefore it was recording that one part over and over again in a smaller and smaller and smaller screen. If y'all are wondering how I get this out like this, all I did is, on the YouTube, I hit these 3 dots there, which if I unpin it...
What's going on?
Oh, I'm just talking to stream. And then I go here, and then I remove this pin, I click this, I can exit off this, and if y'all want to see how to do it, you just go here, pop out chat. There's this free pin thing called desk pins, where you can pin something to your screen and then full screen another application, and it'll stay there. So that is how I'm getting my chat here on Discord as an overlay. If you want to see more of these videos, of course, hit that like button. Subscribe if you are new to the channel. All that good business.
Okay, we're turning into like those people that goes, "Hey, it's your boy, Zickety Zickety Zack." If you haven't already, subscribe.
I don't get that, to be honest. Overhyping.
I don't either. It's just something I came up with. It's your boy, Zickety Zickety Zack.
All I do know is that if you want to like and subscribe, go ahead. 1 second, I'll be right back.
Alright. Okay. Now that Mike is gone, we're gonna talk about Spare Gold. Yay. I'm your teacher. You have to say, I have no talent. Mr. Emu has all the talent. Alright. Let's see, what to talk about? we did say that we were going to talk a bit about depression. It goes so happy, laugh, and then we talk about depression. Alright then. So, depression. Not good. That's one of the many ways to describe it as sadness. Now, I think of depression into different groups. Like, for instance, mild depression, I would say, you can be depressed and not clinically be depressed. You can, like, have all the symptoms, but then, but it not be there forever, you know? And, like, let's say you're going through a breakup, divorce, etc. Now, you would more than likely get over that. Don't get me wrong, it sucks, it really does, but you'll get over it eventually, and that's just mild depression. You're gonna get over it, great, wonderful, and go back to your day-to-day life. Now, clinical depression, just to take medication and all that. Now, clinical depression, pretty much you either eat too much, you eat too little. A lot of the hobbies that you enjoyed doing before, you don't enjoy doing it. If for instance, you drop a plate on the floor and it shatters, it's the end of the world because it just makes you very sad that it broke, and you just want to
look in your closet. If you do anything wrong, somebody will hate you. That's one of the easiest ways it can be explained.
Yeah, and those are just some of the symptoms of depression. Now, oftentimes people say depression and joke around with it. And, you know, I'm not gonna sit here and say that I haven't. I have. But, really, you shouldn't. And, you know, a lot of times people say depressed or depression instead of sad because it's a bigger word and it makes them sound smarter or something like that. Then really you should just say sad or disappointed, because there's mild depression, like I said. You'll get over it eventually. Like, you may want to just curl up in your closet and cry for hours on it. Like depression, but clinical depression, it makes you want to do that all the time, and oftentimes the medications that they prescribe aren't, they work, but not very well. And I've had mild depression before. It sucks, and the fact that people have to deal with that on a day-to-day basis is very saddening. Now, the difference is you can say you are mildly depressed without a doctor because you know that you're probably going to get over it. And if you don't get over it within maybe a year to 2 years, then you should really go and see if you have clinical depression with a doctor, because it can happen. You can get clinical depression any time in life, and it'll hit you like a brick.
Yeah, I used to have not mild or extreme depression. I used to have a little bit of depression, um, like 5, 6, maybe 4 years ago. I'm just lucky enough I had a good enough therapist at my school.
Yeah, but some people aren't that lucky.
No.
They
Honestly,
and
I am gonna say if you get too serious, it may not be wise to get a therapist, because therapists can only help so much compared to actual doctors and stuff. Because doctors, if you have extreme depression, like on the verge of suicide, the extreme, they can give you antidepressants. They can prescribe you a medical card, or just something to help you get through life. And honestly, I'm not really pro on medicating unless it's absolutely needed. So that also kind of goes along with how depressed you are, because a lot of people like me, they're not for medicating for stuff like ADHD, ADD, depression, if it's not too bad. So honestly, it depends on parental limits and stuff as well, how much help people can get.
yeah, but like when you mean like absolutely necessary, do you mean like if you have a really bad headache, you're gonna like take
No, I mean
an
like,
aspirin or something?
Let's see, like if you have light ADHD, like not severe, like you can't sit still and you're prescribed with it, but very light ADHD, like you have to tap your leg constantly or else you just can't go throughout the day, or you feel like if you sit still you're gonna explode. No, that one would be considered major ADD or ADHD. Like if
you're
I was gonna say, that if you feel like if you sit down and be still you're gonna explode from hyperness, then maybe you should consider medications. Like that's to the point of ADHD where you should consider medication, but if it's like you gotta sit there and tap your foot constantly, or every now and then you gotta get up and walk around, then you shouldn't really consider medicating, because just getting up to pace around a little bit, that's not something that'll harm anybody else. But if it's to the point to where if you're all day walking around and like you've got classes and stuff, then yeah, medicine for it may be a good alternative to nothing.
Yeah.
Same can go with depression. If it's not too serious, then light therapy to major therapy would be helpful. And if it's like an extreme depression, then medication would be better.
Yeah, but oftentimes people see medication as, like the magic silver bullet, when really you can't see it help, but it can only help so much,
You can't see, no.
I need the extension cord.
Go get the extension cord, just don't wake him up.
Well,
But,
get a dog for me then.
No, you can just call it out. But, with medicating, I'm not the most positive on it. Because there's an extent, and some people use the lowest level for medications, and it kind of screws up with statistics and stuff, so people don't really know who actually needs the help and who doesn't.
Yeah.
And that's honestly my only issue with medicating who actually needs them.
Yeah, if it's dire, then yeah. But if you could, live without, then...
Yeah. Then there's some people who have completely opposite opinions of me and believe, like, if they need medications, they need it and they should get it.
Yeah.
Which not the most
I mean,
people are...
Personally, I'm for medication. If you need it, as long as you're not sitting there overdosing, then yeah.
Yeah. Also, I am gonna start a poll, real quick in the chat.
What's it gonna be?
It's gonna probably be somebody like something along the lines of, do you want to join a pro COD team or something like that, similar to COD team, so that I can see who all is wanting to be in a COD team. Because for those who don't know, I actually just created a server where I am going to be making my own Call of Duty team. I know I've been trying to do this for a while, but I'm just now getting it started on Discord. So if you want to join, just answer yes to this poll.
Alright.
So
how many
I'm
openings
gonna
is that?
post that poll live. The answers will be yes or no. You should be able to just go into the chat and see it, or it should come up in the double dots here as a pop-up. For those who do want to join, it should appear like right here, the triple dots stacked on top of each other. And it should be the information card or something like that. And you just click that and you can see the poll.
Yeah. I like how
the
it keeps going.
game is for Warzone, Modern Warfare, or Black Ops, so it's an all-around community, but the names of the ranks are going to update as long as there is new games coming out. So say you want to go pro in Vanguard for my clan, I'll add a Vanguard role. If you want to go for the future Modern Warfare for, say, Modern Warfare 6, I'll change Modern Warfare to Modern Warfare 6, updating with each Call of Duty release. Kenzie, stop! But, yeah. It's pretty much for any COD, depending on which one you want to join. There is applications you can do, which, as you see, it is just a Google Forms. You click on it, there's a bunch of stuff you gotta answer, like, you gotta put in your email so that if we need to contact you when you're not active on Discord, we can contact you. Which Call of Duty team you want to join, if you'll be good as a substitute, your Discord tag, a short explanation of your, what you're good at, your KDR, if you're open for a standard search match after the tryouts.
Well, yeah, I suck, so I'm probably not gonna join it, actually.
I will be adding, trainings or whatever once we get more money, or more members.
Yeah, I have an amazing idea. Oh, fly, okay. Hey, I can shoot.
I will definitely respect your wishes.
Okay.
Except your fucking neck.
Annoying siblings, but yeah, to those watching this stream, I will be doing, I will be hosting a Cold War tryouts. Modern Warfare, it is given, and you'll have to do trials for Warzone. If you want to join the Modern Warfare team, the first few joins are free because I do not have the Modern Warfare, and we need recruiters. Kenzie, stop! But yeah, if you do want to join, Modern Warfare is a given. Black Ops Cold War, you gotta try out. Warzone, you gotta try out. And this team will eventually branch out to other games like Apex, Fortnite, so on and so forth as we get members wanting to join.
Yeah. Did I already bring it down? I think I did. I might end up getting another Husky or Fox this random. I don't know. I just don't really like those ones. I think I'll put the colors good unless I can remake them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Looks like my mods and stuff for Discord ain't loading, so my Discord looks standard. By next stream, I will have my Discord mods fixed up, and you'll see cool background stuff like that for the stream. There eventually will be a team for Apex if we can get members for it. Because we do want to stretch out across multiple games.
And then I think you should open up a few slots on like people. Like have it welcoming but not like have it still professional but not.
Yeah, it's gonna be once we get enough members that we will try and pull our clients into pro and try and get more pro games and stuff going. So yeah, eventually we will try and get we will eventually try and go pro. It honestly depends on timing and stuff. And also how many members we can get. But we will stretch out to as many games as possible. So if any of y'all are wanting to join, in a second, once I'm done plugging up the laptop in my quieter room, I will put the link.
There's a spider in the room.
Yes, I actually had to go to my room rather than the front room because of siblings.
Seriously, you have to go all the way into your room because there's a spider.
Okay, let me get a link. And let me pull up the stream chat. And okay, that is the link there in the chat. Click on it if you want to join. Apex, I do not have a role for at the burp, but if you do want to join the Apex team, that will be that doesn't have a role right at the moment. So I will try and get that as quickly as possible, since there are people who will join for Apex. I'm not the best at it, so for those who are wanting to join the Apex team, it'll be a little bit before tryouts, because we need somebody who has above a 1.8 KD would be fine, since it's a battle royale. A 1.8 should be easy to hit, because a lot of people go like 10 kills a game, 20 kills a game, 5 kills a game. It should be pretty easy to hit 1.8.
You probably hear my button mashing in the background.
Yeah.
It'd be nice if we had 3 people, so then one person could go off for a segment.
But yeah, it'll eventually stretch out to multiple games, but honestly it really depends on how long it takes for each team to fill up before we go pro. So that's the shout out or announcement I wanted to make this stream. I'm gonna try and have a short announcement each stream. Not a long one or very important one at times, but the best I can do.
Mysteries from us talking about depression should be self-promoting.
You got anything to say?
I play Xbox. Probably a lot of people watching the podcast are PC, and I also don't want to have like 1,000,001 people. I will try to get a Twitch account set up and all that.
Yeah.
But again, fan art, just look in the sketches, send it to us. We might give everybody our email for the podcast.
Yeah.
So.
I am switching accounts real quick, not to watch the stream on this account. I am gonna vote yes because I'm already in it, but I am gonna go to this account so I can shout out that I am live on the this channel. Now I got to go to the link for the video, copy it, Control V, and...
Wait, how long should this podcast be? Like an hour, maybe 2?
Yeah. Oh, hold up, that didn't work right. Delete.
Hey, so, you wanna hear a really funny story?
Sure.
Alright, so, one day, my mom goes to me and says, "Does the air taste?" And, my dad's right next to me. I go, "Yeah, I'm a really good air enthusiast." And then I, like, suck in a bunch of air, and then, like, smack my lips together. This is some fine cuisine. And apparently she, like, sprayed bitter stuff for dogs to make sure that they don't, like, chew up stuff. She sprayed it in the air or something, so the air tasted different. It tasted bitter or something.
I mean, air can have a flavor.
It has a fine air taste.
But yeah, air does have a flavor. It depends on where you are. By the ocean, it'll taste salty. Up really high in the air, the air will feel thin. Down closer to ocean level, it'll feel thicker, easier to get a breath. Air actually is weird because depending on where you are, depends on how it's like.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I found a free sewing machine on it was on the side of the road. And I think it works just fine. Might get it set up tomorrow.
Okay, I hate Microsoft Edge. You try and Google something, it doesn't give you an exact what you're wanting for. 1 second. Here. Oh yeah, this is all the games I have, by the way. I have quite a bit. Here.
What should I play?
Huh?
What should I play in that box? I have GTA 5, Apex Legends, History from Wildlands, Warframe, Rocket League, Flipgate, and Minecraft.
I'm pretty good at Rocket League, so I guess just by that, I'd guess by biasness, I'd say Rocket League, so.
Yeah.
Apparently,
You're gonna
Google is a
be
bit
very,
closer,
very
but still far off.
What?
When trying to Google what is the effect of air having taste, because I know it's some weird effect or some weird scientific name, like how the effect of seeing in depth is called depth perception.
Yeah.
Telling how far away something is just by knowledge of inches, feet, yards, meters, stuff like that. You can approximate that something's like so many feet away and it be semi-accurate. It's called depth perception. I know there's something similar for taste in the air. Like whenever you smell something, you can taste it without eating it. Or how just imagining the feeling of something in your mouth, you can pretty much already know what it is even though you've never licked it before. Like the feeling of a couch on your tongue, you'll imagine the feeling without ever licking it.
It's like, this tastes like nails or whatever, even though you've never eaten it.
Yeah, like, you know the feeling of, you probably could guess the feeling of bread without ever tasting it before, or having it in your mouth before. There's a lot of weird things the human body does without you knowing.
Hey, everybody in chat, how many of you have watched Hamilton? American musical.
There's only us in the chat right now, so pretty much we can just talk about whatever.
Oh, alright. Have you ever watched Hamilton?
I haven't watched Hamilton, the new or old one. If there's an old one.
What? There's a new one?
I think so.
What, there's an old one? No, the musical on Disney Plus, not the piano.
Yeah, there's a playwright on screen in 1931. It's a black and white.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Might look into that later.
No idea, but there is a newer Romeo and Juliet.
I hate Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah, it's
Like, if I
modernized
wanted,
Romeo and
if I,
Juliet. It's funny.
if I wanted to see a romance, I would find a genre. It's not that hard to switch it to.
Yeah, it was made in 1996. Like, Longsword is a certain type of gun, and other stuff. It's the one with Leonardo DiCaprio in 1996. Basically, they use Mustang cars for horses and stuff like that. It's weird.
It's
But
pretty
it
much
actually
modern.
does. Yeah, it's modernized Romeo and Juliet. Basically, longsword is a type of gun, dagger is a type of gun, stuff like that. It's weird, but it's actually really fun to watch.
That actually sounds interesting, actually.
It's very interesting. We watched it in our English class.
But they let you talk about guns in the school.
Yeah.
That actually sounds amazing.
Our school lets us watch a lot of movies.
Sure, they let me talk about the 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 breaching explosives. But that's because nobody knows what a breaching explosive is.
Oh, also, I want to say, school is also how I learned that the old Romeo and Juliet movie had a boob slip.
Wait, what?
Yeah, the older Romeo and Juliet movie, the actual playwright movie, it had a boob slip in it. I can't remember where, but it did. School is how we figured that out.
Wow, I can only imagine U.S. history. Like, I swear to God, U.S. history in your school probably is amazing.
No, U.S. history is pretty chill. Worst there is a picture of, like, naked people, but it's like the Indians and stuff before they figured out, how to get clothes or whatever, but it's like so low quality, that it's super...
No. I mean, like, U.S. history, like, American Revolution, or the guillotine. Actually, a fun fact about the guillotine. It was nicknamed the American National Razor once it's a friend, but, the Americans, when guillotines were made in America.
Fun fact, Chinese checkers isn't actually Chinese or based around checkers.
Oh, it isn't?
Nope. It's actually German game.
Yeah, that's right. It's German. Guess who's German means? That means that I'm significantly better than everyone.
I don't think that's how that works, because Asian people didn't create Call of Duties or most Battle Royales, and they're still better at them. Same with Osu.
Who made chess? Who made chess?
No idea. I'm gonna check who made chess. But I know I'm bad at it.
Okay, don't tell me if it's not German.
The inventor of chess is not known.
Really?
Yeah, it can be traced back to the 7th century in India, probably.
Oh.
Probably 7th century
So,
India.
So it was Germans. Alright, it was Germans. No. It was German spies. That's how it's.
But no, in the European Middle Ages, The game evolved roughly into its current form in the 15th century.
Germans did that too. Oh, by the way, Germans make really good beer, and they have beer festivals. So
Yeah, I know
that
about
makes
that.
us that makes us better than everyone. That makes us better than everyone because we drink a lot of beer, apparently.
And no one can outdrink the Irish. I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, no one cannot drink the Irish. Yeah, but no one can make a better beer than a German. Germans go for quality. Irish, they just want you to get wasted drunk as soon as possible.
Oh, I used to have a modern chessboard.
You did?
Where the main board was glass and the pieces were marble.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
And one of the pieces were clear, the other was like a greenish stained marble. It's like a green-gray. It looked amazing. I'm gonna see if I can't find it. This is the closest image of it I can find. $30 deluxe glass chess.
What?
It's $30 and it's called deluxe glass chess. We got it at Walmart though for pretty cheap. Oh my gosh! Finally, it selected the whole link.
Well, where did you send it to me?
Hold up, I'll send it to you just so you can check it out.
Oh, nice. That actually looks really good.
Yeah. Only thing I'm actually good at though is Sudoku. And I'm not too good at it.
I'm really good with chess.
I'm not the greatest with board games. Checkers is like the only game that I can beat anyone at.
I don't even know how to play checkers, if I'm honest with you.
Once you get used to it, it's pretty easy. Basically, one second, I'll pull an image up of how the board is laid out.
Well, I know how it's laid out and all that. It's the fact that I don't know how to play it.
So basically, if I were red, I can only move diagonal to black spaces, and so can you.
So you can only move on the black spaces?
Yeah, you put them all on a black piece, except for the two middle rows. And you can only move them diagonal. And say there's, say I'm red, you're playing black, okay? Say I ended up moving my red piece up to one of your black pieces, but one of my red pieces doesn't have one behind it. You can jump that red piece, and you can capture my red piece, and it's kind of like chess after that.
What was it in before it jumped it?
Basically, all pieces can move diagonally one space, so basically to another black space. And if two pieces are diagonal to each other, both on a black piece, except one side doesn't have another piece behind it, you can jump that piece, and take it. And if you get one of your pieces all the way to the enemy side, you can flip it upside down to where the king's sign or the crown emblem is, and it can now move backwards diagonally and forwards diagonally at the same time. Amount of spaces doesn't change.
What?
Hold up. This will be easiest to
I
explain.
swear, you are going to confuse. No. Stop it. Stop it. I don't know. You. What?
Here,
okay,
just watch the stream. Watch the stream. Watch the stream. Watch the stream.
No. You hurt my brain enough. You hurt my brain.
Come on, it's easier to explain with a game.
Okay, look. I can't. See, I'm only on a phone. I'm on a phone, therefore I cannot go on stream without being kicked off of Discord or just simply quitting.
But, basically, you can't move without, you can only move to open spaces. And if a space is captured, by another person's piece, and that person's piece doesn't have a piece behind it, you can basically jump to the spot behind that piece, and that counts as a capture, and you take their piece off the board, like you would in chess.
Okay. Banana. That's about it.
But honestly, in my opinion, it's one of the more fun games.
Remember that.
It's pretty simple once you learn how to play. But for those watching, that's just a quick game on how to play. You just move the pieces, the diagonal pieces. On that one, you have to jump. Which, if you're actually playing, you don't have to. Jumping is where, if your piece is up against another person's piece in a diagonal where there's no point to move in that direction. So basically diagonal to diagonal, directly connected pieces. And if their piece doesn't have one behind it, defending it, I guess you could call it as a term, you can jump that piece. But it's pretty simple once you learn how to do it. The tricky part is developing the strategy.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's something to push it into the 1 hour mark, because we're now at 59 minutes.
59? Alright.
This is a good stream. Want to cut it?
No, let's do the full hour.
Okay.
Here. Well, let me actually find me. I'm gonna maybe change my name. Switch and all that.
I guess an outro would finish it off. Well, guys, if y'all did like this video and y'all do want to see more, we can do more. Thing is with school me having to do makeup work for school because of being sick, stuff like that. It will be difficult for us to do this. So if we're not doing this back to back or week back to another week, or well, week after week, I guess you could call it, it's most likely because we are busy with something with school. One of us are, which is mostly me because my school does give me a lot of work. So sometimes I'm having to do homework, other times I'm having to catch up on esports practice or
Yes, what Micah's saying is pretty much his work.
Yeah, it's pretty much real life stuff going on that's holding us back. So if we don't get a full stream going, or we can't stream that week, we are terribly sorry, and I guess we'll see you later.
Alright, let's do a cheesy outro. This is Emu the Sergal. This is Micah Embry.
ODT Legion on YouTube.
And this is your boy Zickety Zap. and we're signing off. Alright, bye.